Hello YouTube, today we're going to be talking about a Lightswarm deck. I need to fix the extra deck and I'll work on a side deck for this deck later. I kind of pulled this together kind of fast. A lot more of the expensive cards I don't play, so I'll go over what I play, don't play. And yeah, in the future I will probably do an upgrade. Now, main card is free Judgment Dragons. You gotta have free Judgment Dragons. He just makes the deck so good, he pretty much wins. 2 Wolf, some people like free. I kinda like 2 because that way I don't have to discard them as often, and and it makes for a better shot of milling them. 2 Gorin, pretty much just get that draw power and speeds up the deck, so I kinda like Gorin a lot. Yeah, he probably favorite. Jane, I'd use 1. What's debating between 2 Jane or 2 Gorin, so it really was a 50-50 on that choice. Jane just gets over problematic like Evil Swarm, Roach, Thunder King. Free Raiden just really speeds up this deck so bad with the fact that he's a mill 4 for the Light Swarms. If you keep him on the field, he really just gives the Light Swarms all their plays. 2 Lilas. Lila is just for that sense that it pops cards, it gets your field clear, lets your Light Ray, Judgment Dragons all come out and just end the game. 1 Honest. This is a light deck, you gotta run Honest. I don't know how else to say that. 2 Lumina. Lumina is pretty good since, if you have both one engraved, you can go for running free, you can go for a level 7 Synchron, or you can just go into some of your other guys. 2 Wolves, I kind of like him at 2 because that's about the main time that I will use his effects at maximum anyway, so that always kind of works out. And I never really use him more than 2. 2 Necro Gardeners, just that defense, go in that grave, get your plays started. That's gardening for you. 2 Light Ray Diabosas. I like the field spell build. It's kind of consistent, and with using this guy, it gives me a mini Judgment Dragon. That's how I see it, and a mini Judgment Dragon is pretty good to have. 1 Gearframe. Now, this guy, he requires 5. He also has a protection effect if you only control warriors, which is basically he can negate a spell or trap card that target him by banishing a warrior in the graveyard. But all the monsters you gotta control with warrior. But with a Lightswarm deck, you got like so many warriors already. Gorin, Jane, Raiden, Necro Gardener. Those are all warriors that you can banish. And the 5 monsters in the graveyard don't even have to be warriors, so chances are once you get that 5 different names, you're going to have a warrior in the grave. I'm not even sure how many I run. I run 7 different Light Swarms. I might bump Raiden to 2 and use another Jane. Yeah, I'll debate on the deck. Okay, 1 Solar 1 Soul Char, 1 free the Solar Recharge. Obvious. The free Realm of Light. The Realm of Light can actually protect itself from being destroyed by removing 2 counters, and it can give your Light Swarms a pretty good attack boost. And this card, it gets counters every time you mill. You mill by your Solar Recharge, you mill by your any card, and not like Gorin that required it always be a Light Swarm. 2 Monterine card. This is just because in case you mill your Judgment Dragon, your Light Rays, recover them. Vanishing Light, I kind of use this. If your monster going to die, you may as well get rid of it anyway, so you have it in the graveyard for the Judgment or Light Rays. And it's a counter trap, so it's hard to negate and prevent that damage. So I run 2 of these. It's pretty stable for me. I enjoy this card. Free Beckonings of Light. This is just basically more Monterine card and kind of let you set up your hand if you definitely get a lot of light. Blasting the Ruins. I like last resort cards, okay? Screw me, I love them. And this is a last resort card for a Lightswarm deck because once you have 30 cards in your graveyard, you deal 3,000 points of damage. That's pretty easy to get for a Lightswarm deck to get 30 cards in the graveyard. And there are a lot of times I won because I had this card in my deck. So, I mean, I like it. I'm always a last resort kind of guy. Lightswarm Barrier, basically it does negate attack by milling 2 whenever your Lightswarms are attacked, so it makes it so you don't have to use your Gardeners as much. So that's kind of where this card is good, and it can give your field spell some counters. Which, that's all great. I mean, we got 2 Michaels here. Michael is just a great card. I mean, easy to play, be banned and stuff. When he finally dies, he lets you get your Lightswarms back in case you really need life points. So, I mean, he kind of does all the stuff Lightswarms need. Give you life points, all of that. So, next card is Ancient Sacred Wyvern. This is more for O2K type plays. I mean, if I'm going to play Judgment Dragon, play Luna, go into Raiden, play Wyvern, I'm doing an O2K or pretty close because it's easy to do 8,000 damage with that effect. Pixie, I'm playing the field spell build, so this is just like extra draw, blow up a card. So that's really Pixie. Moonlight Rose Dragon, just a defense level 7. I mean, I gotta have a defense, guys. I can't have all of them just be pure offense. Vending Night Parsec. Basically control battle their battle position and just that piercing ability, kind of to speed up give the deck that speed. Colossal Fighter, that more of that defense, and since it runs so many warriors, I mean that's why Colossal Fighter in here. Now Emerald, I actually go into a lot. Unfortunately, he's kind of expensive card, but I go into him mainly to recover judgments, or the light rays because I had bad mills. Yeah, it's a Lightswarm deck. You get bad mills sometimes, and this guy fixes those bad mills for me. So that's why he's in here. He just repairs bad mills. Curseller, I don't play this often, even though it's pretty good for a light deck since he just protects. Chain, this is another card I don't play, but I was just going with stables. I will fix the deck. I will work this deck later. Wind-up Zen mains, a defense rank 3. I actually enjoy this card. It's pretty good. 49. This card is just more of a card that's better in the sense that it can't be targeted, but it doesn't destroy stuff. So, I mean, give and take on those two. Sea Dragon, basically that recover a banished card. So, nothing special. 101. Like I said, I'm at the stable version of the deck. I hadn't really fine-tuned it yet. And then Stellar. I actually like Stellar better because he lets you draw that card, set up for an O2K once you die. A little bit better. But that's my Lightswarm decks. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye. Here, basically, since you'll have a lot of warriors in your graveyard, I mean, I think there's like 3 or 4 different types, and all you need to do is